Okay, George, 3-0 defeat against FC Halifax Town. What was your assessment of the game?
Poor performance, very poor performance from us as a group. It's important that we are honest, and it's exactly what I've told our group of players. We are together in this, hence why we've been relegated. Yes, we know that, but we need to take ownership in our performances as individuals, collectively as a group. We didn't quite do the basics right, and when you don't do the basics right, some of the basics are we run around, we close the ball with intent, we make sure we stop crosses like we saw hips and bobs of that last week when we got a clean sheet. We didn't quite do that today, and it was important that the group knows that.
I mean, that's the thing. Manny Duturuva is always going to be a hard man to mark, and that is one of the probably better forwards in this league. But we didn't really do ourselves justice with keeping hold of him, did we?
It's not just it's not just a striker. Obviously, we know he's in good form. He's been playing well. We know that as a group, but it's up to us to be resilient, to be strong when we go into those challenges, to ensure that can we affect the ball before he gets into the final third in our box, to make sure he don't get in those positions to try and affect the game positively for them. However, it was important that we look back now. I've said to our group of players, we need to go home individually, and you need to watch this game and see how we all played, and make sure when we come back we have a serious discussion about how we want to go about our next game, because it's important.
I mean, is it just the basics, or was there anything else maybe you could put your finger on that what went wrong really today?
No, it's the basics. The basics in football is you stay in the game, especially when we're playing away from home. We stay in the game and without having possession, make sure the team is nice and compact, but we follow in when shots are taken, because teams who have shot against us, we follow in to make sure no one has an easy tapping in our goal. And those are the basics we're talking about, to ensure that we stay with runners, look for those triggers on when to press and make the unselfish runs, like running in behind for the team without receiving the ball, because that does push their back line further in front of their own goal and gives our midfielders a chance to drop into the pockets and try to play. But that wasn't done today, as we didn't do it quite well as a group.
I mean, we talk about as well that there wasn't really too much in the first half, I'd say, but obviously we're talking about individual errors again. Obviously Tom's had a bit of a moment where the ball sort of slipped out of his hands a little bit there, and obviously it's had to be an easy tap. It's sort of just the way things have been going for us at the moment, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we talk about concentration, and again, lapse of concentration are costing us in key moments. He was in the game, and that we say if that does happen, can our defenders be on the front foot? Can they be on their toes to try and make sure they're always following in? But again, we know the group we've got. Plenty of work to be done this summer in terms of how to educate the team from front to back to front, to make sure we understand what the basics of winning football matches and keeping clean sheets. When you come to a good side like Halifax that's been in good form, you don't want to lose. And the most important thing is we don't want to give a soft goal away, and giving them a soft goal is giving them a bit of confidence to knock it about. And then again, that's when we're looking for all our leaders to make sure we stand up and be counted. And we didn't quite do that as a group, and we have to be honest about it.
And you're certainly going to need leaders in the last two games of the season. Obviously, starting with Notts County, it doesn't get any more tougher. If anything, it gets more tougher now for us. I mean, how does the lads go about now the last couple of games? After a performance like today,
it's my job. It's the management team's job to ensure that we keep showing these players, we show them this performance, and make sure we can pick our baits where we can help the group. It's important, and going forward, we're going to keep working on stuff that we didn't quite do well today, and we're going to look at again how well we did as a team. We connected quite well in the units today. We weren't quite compact. We were letting balls played in between the defensive lines and not recovering back as quickly as we needed to, or we should have done. And it's important that we go into next week with a positive mindset in preparation for a very good side in Notts County, and we will be right. We will be ready for Notts County by the time the next game comes.
Just quickly as well, the supporters came up here. 62 of them have come up here. Considering the position we're in, it's fantastic to still see they pick those hardy souls and that's still coming out to watch us at the moment, considering the circumstances that we've been in this season.
Again, our supporters, they've been brilliant. I've lacked words to obviously justify the support we've had this season based on our circumstances. Yet we've seen them come out in their numbers again. A long trip. They've come out in their numbers. They've supported us from start to finish, and they've stayed back and applauded us. So we have to be grateful as a group. We have to be grateful. However, we need to try and give our supporters something to shout about. And it's up to us as a group to ensure that we go to work when next we're in and try to work as hard as we can in preparation for a good test against a lovely Notts County side. And I think that should be enough motivation for our group to ensure that we're ready for that test. But our fans, again, a massive thank you to them. I'm humbled. The group is humbled to have them. They're some of the best fans in this country. We've seen it again, and they earn respect everywhere they've gone because they've stayed with us through thick and through thin. And we've seen a lot of thin this season, and they've not let us down. They've been with us all the way. So they've not allowed us to walk alone. We've worked together as a group.
Well, thanks for your time, George. We'll speak to you next time.
Thank you very much.